that hook on the hip. Don't allow the knees to come in, no matter what, okay? Don't allow the knees to fill in the space. If you've got nothing there, we want to reset to a crossface. Only with the right timing, okay? But let's not give up a position that we gained. Keep that left knee by his head. Keep blocking space. Keep blocking space, that's good. He'll give you the moment to swim your left hand. Yep, right there, good. Now we can either set up an arm lock or we can get control of the head, whatever you want. At this point, you might be stalling in the ref's eyes. All right, and we gotta find a way out. Little time left. Up. Face him, keep facing him, keep turning. Flat back. Back to the mat. Mount is better than back. Yup, that's fine. Push. Bump and bump. Bump. That's your chance. Elbow wedge inside his legs. Keep your back to the mat. Just get ready to throw his leg. Yep. Yes. Force close guard. Okay. Knee wedge. Good. De La Hiva. He's gonna break the guard open. De La Hiva, you're still down on points. This weekend at the New York Open, the Summer Open, we had a 2-day event with the Ibjjf New York Open, both gi and no gi. We had one day that was better than the other. On our first day, we kind of started off the day a little bit rough. Fred and Aiden, who are kind of like our marquee grapplers, they were out sick. I was also sick. So on day one, it was the main gi day, and mostly all colored belts. They didn't have any white belts on that day. We had 5 competitors compete, ranging from blue all the way to brown. David, Josh, Bailey, and Nina, as well as Lester. For the most part, on day one, it was kind of like a rough go, to be honest. We had a lot of issues with performance anxiety, unfortunately. Some of our best grapplers in the gym were not able to really execute on the mat. And I always say that competition's a skill in its own, right? You can be good at jiu-jitsu, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are good at competing. And the reason that you compete is so that you can get better at competition and stuff.
So my name's Josh Melendez. I'm a brown belt under Gabe Marte here at the Dojo. I felt really good. There was a lot of positive takeaways from the tournament. My mentality going in, I was extremely confident. I credit that to a lot of the preparation that we did leading up with Gabe and Italo, really trying to like tighten up little things in my game. Also to Kenny, the grappling doc, I've honestly felt like so much more confident, just having this like newfound strength and explosiveness. I feel like my cardio is really good. I felt like all I had to do was go out there and perform. Unfortunately, I ended up losing. I got a bye into the semis, and I fought a really game opponent. He had a really unique game. He played worm guard. I like to pass really like dynamically, pick my spots, and kind of apply pressure and settle in. He did a really good job of negating my game with using the lapel. So I got really deep into the lapel. and I was trying to fight it and troubleshoot how to break it down, but that's a little hard to do during the match. And unfortunately, like towards the end of the match, I ended up getting swept and I got caught towards the end of the round. But what I did with that was I just took all the data from that match and I brought it back to the dojo. So first thing Monday, Gabe and I started troubleshooting different ways to escape. He kind of went over a few different techniques that he likes to use. And pretty much every single day I haven't had a regular round. It's just guys tying me up in worm guard and me trying to break it down without getting swept. So feeling pretty confident with this newfound knowledge of how to pass worm guard. So I'm pretty excited to kind of apply that to Master Worlds at the end of the year.
Bailey had an awesome performance himself. He has gotten much closer to defeating a kind of mainstay rival that he has.
The event was really, really good. I had 2 fights. My first fight was against this Brazilian kid, Otavio da Silva, I think his name is. Super, super tough kid. He just got his brown belt this year, and we had a really, really close match. It went to decision. That being said, I do feel like I was in complete control of the match. I was able to work my passing, which I feel really, really good about. I always try to work my passing in tournaments, and it's kind of been my downfall, just because my weight division, I'm a featherweight, and everybody at brown belt featherweight adult has phenomenal guards. So I felt really, really good finally being able to display my passing, my base, a lot of the things I've been working, a lot of the concepts I've been working on, and just like leg pummeling, staying on top against someone who's really, really high level. He's a very, very talented opponent. My second match was against Jonah Gratt from Unity, one of the best featherweights in New York, period. He ended up taking my back and I ended up losing by submission around the 5 or 6 minute mark. I want to say this is the 3rd time we've competed against each other. And I'm feeling like every single time is such like a learning experience and just like honestly like a privilege, just because he is so high level and he is also local. I train with him at Unity sometimes too, so we have a good relationship there. But every single time I learn something, I feel like I'm getting better every single time. The ultimate goal for competitions, although winning is always nice, is always just to improve, and I do feel like I'm improving every competition. So yeah, I feel really good about it.
I think Bailey has felt the most confident in competition this past weekend. David had an amazing show. He had I believe it was 3 matches. All his matches went really well. The finals match was an interesting match. He had a match against somebody that was super game, but in like the final minute, he did a super rookie mistake. He went to go ahead and take his opponent's back, left his arm kind of hanging, and got caught in like this white belt move and stuff. So I will never let him live that down. He got subbed by some, white belt BS. The second day was much better. We had, 5 competitors also show up. This time it was gi and no gi. We had Eugene, Jesus, Danny, and Isos, who's our judo instructor, as well as Kelly, who trains part-time here at the dojo, and she asked me to coach her specifically for this Sunday. Eugene did amazing. She won her first match. I think it was 14-0 with a Americana. And then in the last match, I can't really recall, but I know that she was completely dominant in that match, ends up winning gold. And this is someone that had a lot of performance anxiety going to the tournament, a lot of worries about competing whatsoever. And I think that she surprised herself. I knew that she was going to be able to perform well, but I'm glad that she was able to kind of show that to herself that she can. Jesus had 3 matches, 3 no-gi matches. First one was really quick, caught a quick guillotine. Second match was against this guy who's very charismatic, very vocal, trying to kind of develop himself as a social media influencer, it seems. So there was already kind of like a lot of chatter going into the match from his opponent. Jesus kind of like took him to task. Completely outclassed him, but unfortunately he did hurt himself in that match. While trying to maintain the body triangle, he ended up hurting his knee. Either an LCL sprain or or an IT band sprain of some sort. We were considering not doing the finals match. And while Jesus and I were conversing, trying to figure out whether he should pull out of the final match or not, his name got called. Jesus decided to answer the call, and he went to the mat to compete against Brandon Tran from Unity. It was interesting because I was still not sure if he should be competing. Again, I don't want him to damage his knee further. The main goal is Nogi Worlds and Nogi Pans, and I gave him a last minute kind of tip on what to do in this match, and I told him something along the lines of like, you know, reminding him that this kid is a very seasoned blue belt, also a former Division I wrestler from what I understand. So I knew that he was going to wrestle him down, so I wanted him to focus on anti-wrestling and to catch a guillotine if he can. And if he does catch a guillotine, I told him he has to take it home, otherwise we're gonna tap out of the match. And when you're going against a wrestler that's gonna try to stay on top, it's a tall order to try to fight with a fresh knee injury. So thankfully he did follow the coaching advice, caught a guillotine pretty quickly, and finished the match, got gold. Isa, who's our head judo instructor here, showed off her judo in her match. She had 2 matches, ended up placing both in her division and in the open weight. And Kelly, who, as I mentioned, is a part-time student here at the dojo, she got second in her division, but then got gold in the open class, being that she's such a small competitor against a much taller one. Not edging out the win, but very convincingly finishing her opponent with a Z-lock. You can't ask for anything better.
What would you like to see as far as tactical improvements, and what do you think the gym's ceiling is with the current crop of competitors?
I mean, ultimately, all I want to see is students performing better just from there. Some of the students that are dealing with the performance anxiety, you know, that's all I care about. Tactical improvements. I would hope that we're always getting better tactically, and something that I always say is that I don't care about the result. I care about the effort, you know. So I know that the more that you show up, the more effort that you put in, eventually you will get to your destination. So I'm not too concerned with the results. Not yet, at least. Right now, all I care about is how many of our students are translating their in-dojo performance to the competition scene. And how much effort they're putting. So I can't ask for anything more. Even though we didn't get the results that we were hoping for, I can't ask anything more of my students because of the effort that they're putting in. So